Hello. Hey there. Why is it saying my live stream offline? That's weird. That's so weird because I can see it on my phone. Oh, well, okay. Well, if I can see it on there, that's okay. How are you guys tonight? Let me still get my stream links because I don't think a lot of people know. Let's see. Let me know if my music is too loud. I'm still trying to like sort out the mic stuff. I swear, it always resets every single time I just try and like start streaming. I don't know. But anyway, what is up, guys? Maybe turn mic up a smidge and the music down a smidge. Okay. Haterstone. Should I move? I always feel bad because I feel like the chat kind of covers up some of the screen, but I personally like using it to rewatch because I respond to everything. But I don't know. I wish I could like think of like a better format for this so everyone could see everything, but I can also read chat on the back play. Oh, hi, Cheese. Creations. I see a foot person, so I'm guessing you're Midwest. I'm taking a wild guess at who you are. Is there not one with a clear background? Oh, summoned by a stream. Hi, Kiwi. Ignore that. Haha, cheese. They might have more to do on OBS, though. Maybe, because I'm using the YouTube's official thing, I could probably do another plugin where it's like, it will take the YouTube feed and then mess with it. I don't know. I feel like that's possible, but at least I remembered to use the credit account today. See, that's what matters. Let me share onto my Instagram and then we get started here at 8:10. I have a picture picked. Kiwi, I think it's yours. I had one picked out that I really liked. Because I want to do a Christmas theme one, but a lot of people hasn't been posting like snow themed ones. So we'll see. During the stream. I hate trying to do all this on a phone. My goodness. I mean, there's literally no other easier way than trying to share stuff anymore. It's probably the most easy it's ever been, really. But I just suck at it. My YouTube. There's those. Those are shared. I forget which YouTube account I was using. Okay, there should be one that puts chat on your screen. I'm not 100% if YouTube has it too. I know you can do it for Twitch and Kick. Ew, Christmas. What do you mean, ew, Christmas? What? What? That's the best holiday in the year. You get to give stuff for other people. It's Jesus' birthday. What do you mean, ew? You're ew. You're upside down. Where was it? Yeah, I wanted to do this picture so bad. When I saw it, I was like, oh, I don't like the beach, and Christmas is always at the beach or on the farm. See, that's because you're upside down. You're not having the authentic American Christmas experience, which is like peak. It's there's nothing else on earth like it. You gotta come to the Midwest We'll show you how it's done. Oh. Anyway, I saw this picture and I wanted to do it. I still don't know how to like format pictures so they don't like, oh wait, you know what? I don't even have to shrink it down that much. Because of how it's formatted. I can literally just do a side by side. I'm gonna do that. That way. Guts, get out of here. I did not like feet. Unless I get to 1,000 subscribers, I told someone, I think it was like Midwest or TCAV, he said, oh, you should do this. And I said, I'll do a feet furry stream if that's what people really, really want. 1,000 subscribers. Get me there. Until then, I'm not doing it. I'm not concerned about it. Okay. Chat, I lost my pen. No. There it is. Well, Doodle Slime. I know. I feel so bad because I've been like skipping. Mondays, I'm just so worn out. I'm gonna have to change the schedule because I hate Mondays. I'm literally Garfield. Like, I don't want to do anything on Mondays. I want to go home after work and I just like lay down and watch my fat lady drama. I have it going right now, actually. I love it. Hasn't been much. Doodle, don't fall to the feet. 1,000 subscribers and I'll do it. I'll look at how to get chat on the screen for YouTube and let you know if I find anything. Oh, thank you, Stone. Does YouTube streaming thing have a section called browser source? Yeah. Why do you look like that? Ew. What do you mean, why do I look like that? That's what I look like. Sorry, I'm not like millennial enough for you. Like, that's what I look like. So why is it doing that? I don't like that. That's not like going in the right spot I want it. No. There we go. I want like a little white border. Okay, and then we're gonna do like a muted orange. Well, let's start with the gray. And then we'll bucket tool that in. Okay, and then we'll lock the layer. Let's go to our favorite brushes, which are the Mimelio and Pasto brushes, which are free. If you want to try them, they're in my art resources. Krita's free, this is free. The tablet I'm using is a VEC. Also in my art resources for like $40. You can do exactly this too. You can follow along. Real easy. Okay, so the chat pop out. You can copy it and put the URL as a new. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, Stone. But it's just kind of, like, it's just very clunky. But then also like when I'm watching it on playback, the font is so small. Is this Krita? Yes, Krita's base. I don't know Krita. I am a sketch. I would be using Sketchbook, but right now I don't like how their PC version is, because if I stream it, well, one, it lags really bad, because it functions as different windows, not as a program. I don't know if that makes much sense, but because of that, I can only stream the canvas unless I want to stream my entire screen so you guys can see what I'm doing, but I don't want to do that because that's odd. But I love Sketchbook. I draw a lot better on Sketchbook, but nope. Wait, I don't want the color tool. There we go. I forgot it doesn't automatically go away. Oh, what? That's cringe. I have to look at a view. I'll do it another night. Like, I just like was sitting for an hour like making my thumbnail and stuff and getting the music going. Let's see. I don't want to do what I don't often do. Sketch out stuff, because I really do hate like I hate line art, so I just go into color. I will do line art on like my, let's see, my iPad. I I used to scan stuff into, like I would sketch on my sketchbook and then I would scan stuff in. Let's see, and then this goes down this way. I should have done this on another layer. Wait, hang on. I didn't make a new layer. I should do that. Okay. And then the sun's right here. But yeah, no, and then I would scan them in. That way I would have like a fake line art when I would do my digital colors. Like if you scroll down on my Instagram, I used to do stuff like that. But I don't know, I just have really shaky hands and I have no patience, but I'm gonna try and work on that. Because this might be the last time I draw. I don't know, it's the 18th. I plan to take next week off, but just because of Christmas and Christmas Eve, and I'll be really busy with family. But I feel like I've been going because I haven't been posting it, but I've been trying really hard to learn 3D modeling. I've been trying to follow like classes on YouTube, and I just end up rage quitting, so I don't post it ever. I need to, but I don't know. It's not for me. I really do want to learn though, because it looks so fun if I can get it. Because then I could do like Blender live streams where I'm trying to make stuff in like an hour, but I'm not that skilled to where I know what I'm doing. Like here I can just like, I know how to color. I know how to paint. That I have no question about. It's just my brain doesn't work that way, so I don't know. Some more to photography. Blender live stream still makes a smoothie. I can draw a smoothie. Maybe we could do like some slushy places and see if they'll follow me back. So let me lower that opacity. Let's get some fun colors in here. We won't go exactly like the picture. How about that? So get really nice bright orange in at the top. Kind of bring it down for the reflection. Get that in there. Okay, and then we'll go, kind of turns into this blue. So we're gonna go more into the grayscale as we're switching over. The only good thing I can draw are planets, apparently, and only during Gartic Phone. You just gotta do it more. Jeez, you gotta do it more. I promise it'll work out. SketchUp. Alright, yeah, because even the computer is trying to figure out what it's supposed to be. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I know. You got me, Jean. You got me. I love these colors, though. Orange and blues. That's kind of more that color. Bring it up in here. And I'm not working on small details. I'm keeping it really big. Throwing in colors that look like I'm responding a lot to. I think that was? No, that's not the right. What was it to? Oh, that's control. Okay. So I don't have to keep going back and clicking the eyedropper. Okay, I gotta go draw planets. Planets, bye. Bye, cheese. I need to draw that Zorro again, but actually draw it. You do! That was so good. You should. I know, I'd love to do more art stuff, but people don't like doing the art games, even though I like them. But I don't know. Okay, let's see. I want to merge this down. Merge with layer below is Control E. I don't want to mess it up. Let's see. So now we need to do the trees. Let's lower this brush down a little bit. This is so nice. Look at this brush, guys. Oh, beautiful. Just get like the base shape in. That comes up. Just do the best straight line we can do. Doesn't matter. I can't even draw a straight line. I can't either. Look at this. Look at this. Not a straight line, but we don't care. Doesn't matter. We're drawing a tree line. Just like that. Very flowy. It's such a good brush. Playing Gartic phone is like being the guy holding the paper meme. It's so fun. It is so fun. I love Gartic. I love playing like art games. Straight lines aren't real. They're just a figment of our imagination. Who really says what's straight? You know? Coming up with the prompt is honestly the hardest part. It is, like, I have to constantly, like, rethink, like, okay, what can I do, like, that's really funny and trending, but, like, won't be, like, upsetting to people. Especially when I was in college, like, it makes me think of, like, Quiplash. I'm like, okay, how can I answer this without it being, like, offensive? See, don't even think about trying to make your tree line, though, also, like, the same. The part, it's just supposed to be fun. No two trees are alike, so your picture should be alike. Have some fun, creative freedom in there. Gonna add some brushes, make my size a little bit smaller. Some tree branches. My goodness, branches. I can't talk. I'm eating ice cream. I'm not creative. That's why I watch artists to try and steal some creativity. I was told in college that good artists borrow, great artists steal. So you can take that as you will. 9 times out of 10, I just put myself in a situation, so it's hilarious. I'm used to being the butt of the joke. Jean. Cop. She's playing card games. That explains it. She's been dealing with a bad hand this whole time. Duh. I just think of like those Muppet old men. That's you. Oh, duh. I watched the Muppets the other day. That was such a good movie. The Christmas Carol movie. I'm gonna see the actual, like, not like the actual one, just like the newer one of the Muppets movie. It's so sad that like Disney like threw him out after all that to try and like keep him alive, and then they just got rid of him. It's crazy. I think they were bought out by someone else though, who actually like likes them. Did you see that the Muppet Show is coming back? It is good. Because I saw that they were getting rid of it. I was like, what? Then there's like a whole thing explaining why like people liked them, because it reminds them of their childhood. It's like a whole movie about it. Sorry, I'm gonna lower this tree down because it is a little bit too big, and I don't like this part. There's a little tool up here to erase. That's what I did instead of like getting an actual eraser. I figured that out a few streams ago. I felt really proud of myself because I figured that out at the very end. So I hate tutorials. I will not watch tutorials or like go through them. Which is also why Blender is taking me a lot longer than it probably would if I just like logged in. I mean, that's not true. I like doing the assignments, but I won't like sit and read guides. I just follow along immediately. I don't like save the hotkeys, so I forget every single time I'm doing them. The Muppet Show coming back. Great, now the jokes will be outdated just like the host too. Oh. I'll be honest, I never liked the Muppets. I mean, I'll be honest too, I've never liked Miss Piggy. She's so obnoxious to me. I did try to like the other characters, but I mean, I'm probably a poser. Like, I only like Kermit and Grover. I think that's his name. I think he's the little rat character. I think he's funny. But people actually watch the tutorials? I guess so. I don't know. Let's see, let me unlock that layer because I'm going to take this brush. Oh, that's too small. Very carefully. Better smudge out this line here. Because what we're gonna do on top of it is make a new layer. And that has like this width. So this is why it also won't matter. Because what we'll do, oh, guys! Oh my gosh, I forgot because I'm digitally, I can do this. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me take this smudge and do some Bob Ross stuff. Try not to cuss. And just smudge it. Is it locked? I wasn't on the right layer, which is why. I smudge it down this way. Oh my god. I forgot like I could do this. It's like I typically don't. But we'll take the smudge brush and then bring it down. That way we get to have some water reflection. Just like we would if we were painting. Very lightly. I'm barely even putting pressure on my pen as I'm doing this. I'm just bringing it down just a little bit. Oh, Miss Piggy is a diva. Y'all are haters and losers. I understand why people like her. I'm not saying, like, I think she's a bad character. She just was never for me. I was a Garfield and Snoopy kid. Like, and Archie comics. I liked Betty and Moose. I don't know. I might have Archie comics still. I was kind of upset about that the other day. Oh, I'll have to go see. I know I have my whole Garfield collection still. Girls in school suck. Is there a clear remove layer? I guess we'll do that. Then I'll just make a new layer because I don't know. I don't know what was on that layer. You wouldn't get it. Kermit knows what's up. Her voice is nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, that's what I get from it. It was just too much energy for me. Sorry, I keep going because if I'm doing stuff, I don't mind like lazily grabbing stuff, but for your practicing, I'm like, nope, I need to show like how we're doing it. Let's see. I think that's hiding what I want. Maybe it's because my brush is too small? It is because I'm using the wrong brush. Do we want that brush? This brush? I think that brush. Okay. Original Teen Titans is the best cartoon. Kermit doesn't know what's up. OG Teen Titans is the best, agree. See, I was too young to get into it. I didn't care for it. And like when I started right at that age to be interested in that type of stuff, it just like was taken off air, so I never got to see the original Teen Titans. The clips I've seen are good. I just didn't like, this is gonna sound so stupid, but I didn't like shows that had people in them when I was younger. I know, really weird. but I like Oswald, Obi, what else was there? Kipper. If it just had people, like, even some, like, talking characters, like, were hit or miss. I just liked the shows with, like, that were either really calming or, had animals talking, like, anamorphic animals. So I didn't watch a lot of stuff that had people. Like, I didn't watch a lot of the early Disney, stuff until, like, later in life. I had to go back and rewatch it. Not rewatch it, but, like, watch it when I was older. Just because everyone was talking about it and I didn't know what anyone was talking about. I didn't like a lot of Disney movies when I was little. Because, like, Cinderella scared me. Little Mermaid scared me. Sleeping Beauty scared me. So I just didn't like movies. I liked the cheerful scenes, and I did love princesses. I just didn't like the scary parts. And so... What about VeggieTales watch night? We can do that. I think that could be fun. There's some good VeggieTales. Quack Quack Travago. Ooh, let's do a real one. You gotta go watch Teen Titans sometimes. Back when cartoons were great and actually taught good lessons. Yeah, I know. I need to go back and rewatch. Because I really like the old Boomerang stuff. Because I would watch MGM and Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry I watched all the time as a kid. I liked those. The kids yearn for more Transformer cartoons. The kids don't want to see people in their cartoons. We're over it. No. I would watch this one channel when I was little called Smile of a Child. And it was so obscure, I feel. Like, no one I knew growing up knew what it was. My parents got it because, again, like, I was kind of scared of TV. And so I didn't like certain shows, but they found this channel. It was like a Christian only channel that had like a bunch of children's like cartoons. Oh, I'm doing it again. I'm about to click. I shouldn't do that. I need to come over here. But anyway, it was only Christian cartoons. And they had so much anime on there. Like, there's a bunch of Christian animes. And I ate those up. Like, people are like, my first anime is Naruto. My first anime was One Piece. My first anime was Dragon Balls. My first anime was Going Wild. And Little Women. And the Swiss Family Robinsons. And Storybook. No, Superbook. There's one more. Oh, The Flying House. The Flying House. I loved The Flying House. It was so hard for me to watch it, though, because it came on at 9 a.m. on weekdays. So I could only watch it when I didn't go to school. It was so good. My kid does not have TV access because modern kids shows are trash AF. You need to put them on old school PBS or Discovery Channel. Just put them, like, have them just watch, like, animal documentaries. Or put Finding Nemo on loop. No, actually, Kiwi, look up Baby Einstein videos. My parents, I remember watching that way older than I should have, but my parents would put me on, like, have me watch that over and over again when I was little. Probably explains a lot of how I am, but it's like old school CoComelon, but they have like actual patterns. It has Mozart playing, Bach. It has like really cool like patterns being displayed and toys. I'll send it to you after the stream. It was so cool. I'll have to find the video because I loved it when I was little. What am I trying to do? Oh, I was gonna pick the trees more. Okay. So I want a brighter or red. Maybe that color. Oh, I need to lock the layer. I didn't do that. There we go. I'm yapping instead of coloring. My bad. I will force my kids to like Warhammer and Transformers one way or the other. Legacy must continue. But they will just inherit it. I just let my kids play outside or play with toys. Let her actually have an imagination. Very true. Very based. Anime for my kids. Luckily, anime has become mainstream, so they won't have to deal with as much PS as I did growing up for watching anime. I know. COVID really did a number, like, in a good way, a number on our, like, what is considered, like, modern media. Because before COVID, we had, like, this, oh, I'm doing it again. We had this era of kids who were bullied for, like, just watching anime, which, to be fair, there are some kids that just deserve to be bullied because they would just wear furry ears and tails to school. Like, there's a difference between that, because it was the stigma that they brought, compared to just watching Attack on Titan. I remember the first kind of like wave of that when COVID started. It's like a bunch of people who never watched anime, they didn't have anything else to do. So like, I'll get this a try since I keep seeing it because they were finally online. I'm seeing what was going on. But they're like, oh, I'll finally see what this like show is about. I keep seeing it on my For You page. And then they all loved it. And it was like, COVID really did boost what is considered like pop culture. And I feel like it really isn't that divide. Like, yes, there is still that stigma, stereotype of anime kids. But literally, you can go to anyone now and be like, hey, have you seen this show? And they're like, yeah, like, I've seen it. Like, take, unfortunately, Has Been Hotel. Most people will understand what you're saying by that. If you say, hey, like, have you seen Solo Leveling? They'll be like, no, I haven't. But like, I know what you're talking about. It's kind of like any type of show now. It's not like, oh, so it's an anime. It's one of those Japanese cartoons, like, because I grew up like as a huge like fairy tale fan. I loved fairy tale, but I was kind of ostracized for it because like that's just what happens. Like in middle school, if like people found out that you liked anime, like they would just thought you were weird. Pop culture. Where did the jazz culture go? I know. I love jazz. I'm a big jazz fan. My mom hates it though. I'm not allowed to have the aux in the car, which is really frustrating because I have really good taste in music. If you'll just give me a try. What is going on here? I kind of don't like this. Sorry. This is like more fuzzy at the bottom, so I'm trying to get that effect. But I'm also probably focusing too much on the small details at this point because I still have half the water. I have to do the water. Y'all can tell I'm avoiding it. Let's see. Okay. How are we gonna track this? So, I like jazz. I do like jazz. Can I just say that it's low-key sad we won't get a white Christmas this year. It's gonna be 70 degrees. I feel like our months are pushed a month back. Like, it was way warmer than it should have been in October, and now it's finally getting cold. But I feel like we're gonna be cold until March, instead of like normal, because we were pretty good in heat until June, and then it got really hot here. So I don't know. I feel like everything's pushed back to a few months. Let's see. So I do want this color. Look at that. Let's see. This is kind of, this has like a greenish to it. Sorry guys, I need to like lock in on trying to get this color. It's kind of more muted, but it is kind of more on a greenish tint. Let's see. Nope, that's way darker. I want to say it's darker, but I want to have, oh, sorry. Let me lock the layer. I want it to have color in it. Instead of it being grayscaled. Let me, and then I want this color again. It doesn't go up that high, really. My wife doesn't let me control the music anymore because all my stuff is from the 70s and 80s. That's my stuff. I love disco and I love jazz. So I started hiding that. I watched anime from people for a long bit. At a job I had a while ago, the dude made fun of me for watching anime. Now he watches anime. Exactly, like the same girls. Like, this is so crazy. The same girls who destroyed my Archie comic books literally were talking about Riverdale in high school. I specifically remembered, like, I was so mad. I was like, you guys made fun of me for the same exact series just because I was reading it in class because my parents got it for me. You guys laughed at me and, like, bit the page laughing at me. And now you guys are talking about Riverdale while I threw them out because I felt humiliated. Like, I'm so upset because I really wish I had my Archie comics back, but I don't know. You're telling me it was -11 today with 4 mile/hour winds and snowing. I'm never living more north than Oklahoma. I can't do it. I will literally get so depressed in the winter because I can't do the cold at all. I love the heat. I need, like, as long as I have a Dr. Pepper, I can survive 110 degrees. Like, I'm fully convinced, I can do it now. Like as a kid, like, I just didn't, like it too much because I got burned, but, like, I just carry an umbrella. Like, I don't care about being embarrassed by that anymore. But, not the cold. And tomorrow it's supposed to be in the mid-30s. That's just whiplash. My goodness. Made it kind of similar and went from -10. Okay, it's too far north. You're on the other side of the planet and not horizontal wise, dude. You don't get to judge. You're by Antarctica. Only 3-day week this week. You're so right, actually. Only have to work 2 days. I do have to do acrylic paintings, though, because I feel so bad because I don't know what to get my coworkers because they're all 40 years older than me. But, like, I adore them all, so, like, I have to do something. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do paintings because who doesn't like a Doodles original, you know? Like, they kind of are goated. Not to toot my own horn, but sorry. I'm kind of overwhelmed to do this water, so I don't know if you guys can tell, like, where's my brush? There we go. I'm kind of overwhelmed, and so because if I was on my sketchbook app or Procreate, I made brushes. Well, not that I made. I do have one I made, but brushes that have water with them. Like, they just have, like, water texture, and I know how to, like, make it look like water. So I'll do that, but I don't like doing it by hand. I mean, even that Northwest Virginia weather just changes rapidly. Try being in Oklahoma, dude. That's all I can say. Like, we've had tornadoes, wildfires, blizzard warnings, heat advisories, fog warnings. What else? We had an earthquake and wildfires all in the same day. Like, if that ain't bipolar weather, I don't know what is. I'd be ecstatic for a Doodles original. Looks amazing, Doodles. Don't worry, thank you. Listen, everything in the US is too far north. Not Texas. I just don't want to live in Texas. That's too far south. I feel like Oklahoma is like the good hot spot because you're away from everyone that's annoying. So I just want to be in the middle of nowhere. Dude, actually, what was I complaining about? Look at these handheld ripples. What? I'm lightly kind of going back and forth, but I'm also, like, trying to picture, like, because there will be these ducks. Let me turn it back on. Yeah, these ducks in my Maybe I should leave them. Let me leave them so we know like where our ripples are gonna be. Because I have 20 more minutes to do this. I do want to get 2 in today. True Texas has its own issues right now anyway. Very true. I'm very trustworthy. You are. I don't know, Mega Dude. Sources, I trust me, bro. I just, should I change my brush? We'll see how what this does. Okay, that would be really good in the background. I don't want that just yet. We're gonna stay. Oh, wait! I always forget I had this brush. I could have just been using this. Okay. Fill in some spots really quickly, and then we'll take this brush and we'll go in and kind of connect them. Wow. So smart. So smart of me, Doodles. My goodness. Anyone who says they're trustworthy probably ain't that trustworthy, LOL. I don't trust anyone described as trustworthy. I know, it's kind of like those people like who describe themselves as nice. I'm like, if you have to describe yourself as a nice person, you're probably not a nice person. Like, you could say, like, say you're a thoughtful person, but I think that's when you can call yourself patient. I think it's better though if like people like just list their flaws and be kind of open about it, but they also have to acknowledge them at the same time when they are being that way. Like, I say I have an ego. I struggle a lot with having an ego, and so when I am talking about things, I'm like, you know what? It might be my ego talking, but like, not to toot my own horn, but like that type of stuff. But man, I wish I had water. I didn't get a water before I started this, and now my throat is like so dry. Nice is def not the way to go. I know I can be a total D-word at times, trying to get better with that. Hi there, Mass Nomad. Nice is just a very temperamental state, though. Like, anyone could be nice, but like a narcissist can be nice, but like what are they being nice for, you know? Is like, I don't think nice is a good adjective to describe someone with. Like, oh, like, just say like, oh, they're easy to talk to, like, or oh, they're really thoughtful, like, oh, they're really good at listening, like, that type of stuff would be easier to describe. I need to catch myself better when I'm like trying to introduce people, like, oh no, but they're a really nice person. Oh, be nice and being a good person is different. Exactly. Yeah, that's like what I mean. Because also, like, what are we basing what is a good person off of, you know? Because, like, I know what I think is a good person is very different from what a lot of people think a good person is. So... Ugh, I'm, like, going as fast as I can on these, like, water ripples, and they're just not going as fast as I want. Maybe I do need to switch to this brush again. So we're getting into this, like, really tight ripples. I just worry it'll be like noticeable when I change my brush. No, not what I meant to do. One reason why God is important, he gives objective good for us to go off of. Exactly, that, I wasn't wanting to like throw like shade on that, but like, yeah, like I feel like if someone who shares my faith as a Christian, I have a higher expectation of you to how I want you to conduct yourself. And I feel so bad, but like when people who aren't Christian, like, and I have problems with them, I will definitely go in my head and I'm like, you know what, they're just not Christian, so they'll never understand like why I'm upset. Like, it's really kind of frustrating, but that's also grace. Like, those who don't know grace will never know how to give it to others. So that's why it's important. I really try and give grace because, like, Jesus did it for me. I can give it to other people. But it definitely shows, I feel, during especially conflict, whether someone is, like, actually in faith or not. It's pretty easy to tell. So, because I remember how I was when I like was lukewarm and said I was Christian, but I wasn't doing like Christianly things, or I wasn't behaving Christian, and so I look back and I'm like, I could probably handle some things better, but I mean, I still stick by what I do and say, so it's like not that big of a deal. But everyone has a different definition of nice, mean, good, and bad. Very true. I think the best way to tell if someone's good or not is if they respect God and help grow their faith together, and if they do. Exactly, like, I think one of the best friendships, relationships entwined I've had with people is when both of us are Christian and we can do harm to each other, not like intentionally, but like we're both hurting, so we end up hurting each other, but we both have Christ in the middle of us, and I hold myself to that standard of I want to do good by Christ. So no matter how upset I am, because I do struggle with anger, I want things to be right. I want them to be amended. I don't like fighting. I don't like that stuff because it hurts me physically. So I try to avoid it. But like, it sucks, but fights will happen. But when someone else is Christian and you have a friendship with them or a relationship with them, you can look at them and be like, look, I'm really upset, but I trust that you have God in your heart. So whatever we're going to do, it's going to be for God, not for each other. And when that is within a relationship, both platonically, romantically, and that, it's easier to find a middle ground because we're not doing it for ourselves. And I've noticed that when I have conflict with friends who aren't Christian, it's because they don't have that middle ground. Very rarely do I find people who aren't of faith who are able to have that type of understanding, emotional understanding of what grace is, and like wanting that middle, like that menship. Very rarely do I find now Christians who don't do that. It has happened more so lately because I was like been getting back to my faith and trying to make more Christian friends, and it's been hit or miss. Not everyone's perfect, but we're all on our own spiritual journey, so I can't call people out either. It's like, you know, like I wasn't perfect, but it's easier to make amends when there is Christ in the middle, because like we're both doing it for Christ. We're not doing it for ourselves. Based on a true story. Very true story. Same, I hate fighting with people that I care about. Exactly. I just want to have best intentions for my friends. I don't like, why would I ever want to hurt my friend? That's kind of stupid to me because like they're my friend. I care about them. But I mean, we're also human, so things happen. And I've also learned over the years, like, miscommunication is like the biggest cause for fights among people. Biggest cause. Very rarely will people who are close to you have ill intent for you. Does it happen? Yes. But I have also realized like those people will just silently leave after a bit, and so don't chase them if they leave. They'll come back if they want to, and then like just address it then. But like, don't chase people who have no interest in trying to build that Christian relationship. It's just not meant to be, and God's taking good care of that. So okay, you guys want to see something really fun that I love doing? So I'll be using a dark color. I'll go to multiply, And then I'll lower that opacity just right. There we go. Let's get the ducks in because we have 9 minutes left. Let's see. I'll probably work on this one a little bit more after the time just because I really like this drawing. But I am rushing. I am trying to go as fast as I can. So these ducks have a little bit of red in them. So there's this duck right here. That's too dark. And we're just gonna color him in. Not even think about it. Just look at his shape. It's like a little blob. And his head. He's more up too. That's okay. We'll take this and move him up. And then we'll take this cropping thing. Oh, I hope I didn't do that weird. There we go. Okay. Anyway. I don't know why that box is still there. Oh, that's because I was doing stuff earlier. Whenever I feel like something I say could be misinterpreted mainly over text, I try to clarify that I was trying to say more. Had too many stupid fights over me not being able to text. Exactly, like my tone gets misinterpreted. That's why like I try really hard to like when if I say something, I will always double down on it. Especially like if I'm confronted by it. And it's not like I remember saying something sometimes, like, because I talk a lot. But it sounds like something I'll say, like, you know what, maybe I did say that. But I would like to be proven wrong. I would like to apologize. I would like to address it. That way, if I was wrong about something I said, even, I would like to know why I was wrong. And of course, it's not everyone's job, like, again, like, to educate me. I don't think that's, like, a friend's job. But say like it is like a fight. It's like, well, I heard you said this about me. I would like to know, like, I hope my friend will know enough of like, I'll tell it to their face. Like, I'm very blunt about those things because I've had people try and go behind my back and say like really nasty things about what I've said to them or like other people. So, like, I would never say such things. Like one was the first time someone came out to me. I was always told not always told because it was like I literally didn't even know like gay people existed. But my mom explained it to me in middle school because I was asking about it, and she's like, we don't hate people based off that. Like, they're still your friend. Think of it as like your friend cheats on a test. You don't hate your friend for cheating on a test. You just don't like that they cheated on a test. That's how I view like LGBT stuff. It's like, would I do it? No, because I'm not a cheater. I'm not going to cheat on the test. But I still love my friend regardless because they're my friend. Do I like the action? No. But, like, again, it's, like, none of my business if they cheat on the test. That's their grade. So, like, that's just how I thought of it. But anyway, she was coming out to me, and I was trying to tell her that because I was like, again, never met a gay person before. I don't know. But she went off on me. And she started telling our mutual friends that I told her to go do bad things to her, which I did not. I had screenshots. I still have them probably somewhere deep on my computer. But I just remember that interaction, and I told them like straight up, it's like, have her send you the screenshots of me saying that, because this was like early days on the iPod. Like, you couldn't delete stuff like that. So they would know, like, if she was lying. She never sent it to them. And ever since then, that kind of, like, really made me particular about those things. I was like, I had to be really careful about what I say to people. Like, one, through text, because one, like, obviously. But, like, anyone who knows me knows, like, I don't talk that way. So I would hope if they said, well, I'd heard that you said this. I'll tell you straight up what I said. I'll double down. Like, I'm not shy about what I think about things. If I disagree, like people have known, I will say it. So it's just kind of that type of stuff is so difficult because if people want to, they won't. But oh my gosh, tongue tied. If people want to know you, they will. If they don't, that's okay too, because they're not obligated to. It's none of their business if they don't want to know. You know, it's like, fine, go. I don't care. It saves me the hassle of having to deal with it. So, if you need receipts, I think they're in my laptop, honestly, but just like in my bag. I do have them somewhere. Let's see. This deck. I made this deck too big. We're gonna ignore that one. Because he is behind this little water. I still have to do the reflection of the sun. I was yapping. Oh, I don't like that duck head. I don't know. That's just kind of that rant, because it's just something I deal with all the time, and it's just kind of... It does get frustrating after a bit, but again, like, I just have to remind myself verbally, like, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing you can do to convince people to like you. You can be the most perfect man on earth, and they'll still hate you. Like, they'll find a reason to hate you. They did with Jesus, so... Like, does it really matter? No. Just focus on those that do want to be in your life. People always hear what they want to hear. Exactly. That too. They will do anything to pin you as a bad person if that is something that they want. It doesn't even matter what I say. If they have decided that they want to hate me, they're gonna find reasons to hate me. It's happened. Still happens. Happens to this day. Nothing you can do. That's okay though. I mean, like, what? It doesn't matter. Like, Jesus likes me, so. Bleh, loser. I don't know. Like, I'm one of God's strongest soldiers. What do you mean? Sorry, I'm like laughing to myself about the thought. People are crazy. Oh, I keep forgetting I can use the control. Someday it will ingrain in me that I'll just do it naturally. It's not today, though. Let's see. Okay, now I need the water. Not the water, the sun. The sun is a deadly laser. I didn't even get to do the clouds, and that's like one of the things I was really excited for. That's okay. It's an hour study. Maybe if I ever redo it. I'm not redoing it. Let's see. Do I like this brush even? Not really. Low battery mode. Oh, thank you. What about this one? I guess so. It's okay. I'll leave some of this in here. And then I don't like that. It really wants me to zoom in because I'm getting so small. Got another bronzer on my side. They're on everyone's side. Real. Let's see. Add some of this water. Sparkle. I love doing water. I wish I had better brushes on here for water. My sketchbook, I have sketchbook brushes that I think it was by Jason Keeley. I love his brushes. I think I follow his Instagram, not his Instagram, his Facebook. I legit had to like stalk him down like 3 different times because I accidentally lost his brushes. They're so good though. He's so underrated. I need to buy his brushes just to like support him because he literally carried me like when I first started learning sketchbook, like how to draw on a computer. I used his brushes, and I've been like obsessed with it ever since. He does Procreate brushes. I don't really use them as much as like I should, just because like again like I like his work. But I do really highly recommend looking into his stuff. History of the entire world, I guess. It's an amazing video. That is a really good video. The Japan one's amazing too. I wish he did more like country stuff, like based on countries. I think those would be so good. Do they have a glow edition? A filter? Blur? Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Interesting. Not what I want though. Cancel. Filters. Blur. What does a lens blur do? No, cancel. Okay. Let's check colors. Filter. Colors. No. Artistic. I don't think I like any of these. Adjust. I'm trying to see if they have like a bloom adjacent filter, but I am not good enough with Krita to know what I'm looking at. I understand some of them, like mapping, the enhance stuff, emboss. I don't ever do the emboss stuff. I guess that would be used for 3D modeling, but I don't know. Edge detection. No. Colors. The artistic stuff looks fun, but I've already been using oil palettes, so I don't really need those. Okay, but anyway, we're gonna do our next one. Because now it's 9, and I get to do 2 drawings today. You know what? I just love doodling. Let's see. Let me add... I need my brushes. Go to digital. And then we're going to get this pen. And always watermark your stuff because people are really shitty. And they'll steal your stuff. So... always, always, always watermark. Even if you think it's trash, I'm like, oh, no one will want this. Yes, they will. They will steal it. And it sucks. Trust me. And then let me merge these. And then we will look for another picture by you guys. Which I will have to put a plug in. One, if you haven't liked the live stream, if you can please like it. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you're subscribed. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers or subscribers. 2, if you're not in the Discord, or probably 3. 3, if you're not in the Discord, I draw my subscribers and my followers pictures. So if you want me to do one, just join in the Discord and submit it in the media channel. I can't guarantee that you'll be picked because, one, I just like a lot of them. But I do try and pick different people to give them a chance. But yeah, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Because I'm also trying to get to 1,000 people, members in the server too. Let's see. Because I got Kiwi. Kiwi, I might end up just picking you again. Oh, because that's a good picture too. Oh, see, I was gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna do that different night. That's gonna take me a long time. Let's do this picture. This is really pretty. This is by Skelekium. And I really like clouds. So let's see. Let me turn off these. We'll come back up. Wait, no, that was a good posture, right? Right there. Okay. Oh, this is huge. Okay, Sorry, now I have to like zoom back in just so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. I hope this doesn't ruin the quality of this picture. If not, I can't do this one. Why is it weird? Okay. We can work with it. What are we thinking? Rant says I'm the only like. Oh. Well, thank you for the one like, you know. Let's see. So we'll start here. I don't know why it's clicking into space. Like, that's not really something I want it to be doing. Oh. Sorry, I got a Tilly Rose. Hi, Tilly. Bye, Tilly. I throw on my bed. Okay, let's see. So, obviously this isn't going to be in the same ratio, but that's okay. We're going to make it unique. So this is a very muted blue. I love the sky. This is like my favorite color range. I love this color. This color. And we'll see what that looks like. Let's go a little bit darker. That looks good. Okay. And then we'll go with back to my really pretty brushes. I love these. Make sure the size is big, and then we'll scale up our color. And then kind of, let's see what this does first. See how this looks bigger. I forgot, I should probably lock the layer. There we go. Because it will give me like a weird like white mixture with it, and I don't want that. And then take this smudge brush and very lightly, because if I press down hard, this is what this looks like. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to very lightly go in circles, not putting down any pressure, but I'm just lightly going in circles, getting rid of all these really hard edges, but then it gives it like this almost like spongy texture. Like I took like a sponge and lightly dabbed the paint on a canvas. Very pretty. Ah, oh, look how pretty that is. That's such a pretty sky. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Okay, let's see. So let's do the clouds first. So we're gonna do, let's see. Because the moon, let's make sure we know where our moon wants to be. We'll put the moon right here. No, because I want this pose. I like this like that. So we're gonna put the moon, if this is gonna be here, I want it about right here. Just realized I'm missing Thursday night football. My family's all watching it right now. Instead, you're watching Doodle Stream, which is arguably better than football, in my opinion. But let's see, I'll move that up. This has the moon. That has the moon. Okay. So now we can start. Let's see how this reacts. We can do maybe some of this. What do we think? It looks chalky. It's not really what I want. Let's see. I like that. I forget how much I like that. Let's see. Okay, I like that the most. We'll use this. Okay. So this is kind of going around up here. I'm barely doing any pressure, and I'm very quickly going with my hand, like you can see my little cursor going whoosh, 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 very back and forth. But we're gonna start bringing it down kind of in a circle because it kind of looks like it's kind of turning. And this moon is very important to where a focal point is going to be, because it's going to be split into kind of like very tight quarters here. Not quarters, nines. Sorry. I barely know math and numbers, so if I say numbers, just bear with me on that. Let's see. Okay. And then I think I'm going too small on details again. I keep doing that on these streams. So I like doing the tiny little ripples of clouds, but I do need to just focus on doing, like, this is coming this way. This isn't even going to be white. We're going to, like, change the color once we lock the layer. I know some people will do, like, a mask on top of, like, what they draw, but honestly, I don't like those. I kinda like this song. If I had a comfier chair, I would like be pulling my tablet in my lap and just like leaning back with hot chocolate. Hi, Tilly. What are you doing? You talking? She went, right behind me. She's so cute. Man, I miss the summer. I think I talked about it earlier today because someone was like, it's supposed to be 0 and then it goes up to 33, and I was like, that would like kick my butt. I hate it so much. I hate the cold. But I don't know, there's something about being outside when it's hot and looking at the clouds and like wishing, it's like, man, I wish that cloud was over me right now. Like, man, I wish that I had that shade. If that shade was over me, that'd be so awesome. Like, because it feels so good. Like, it's so hot, and then, like, finally a cloud comes over you. Like, we don't take it into, like, consideration until it's gone. It's so hot. Never had anything tried to go across on my monitors. Also, my other hand is being used to rub Tilly's tummy. My goodness, dog. I want these clouds to be 2 different layers because I kind of want to change. Okay. So now we can do this part. We're going to do the white first before the gray clouds because they kind of have a really interesting like orange undertone in them. At least this white does. So I don't want to change all the colors or have them mixed in. So let's come up here. Oh, I see you, Tilly. I really don't like this game of yours. Let me get this eraser. That locks it. I don't want this. If you also want like a little fun like cloud hack, clouds typically on the side that are facing the sun, like your light source, are going to be really like sharp like this, and at the top they'll be kind of sharp. So this side will be making like sharper because their light source is kind of coming from the right side, but when they're going like kind of more towards the dark source, like, which is typically the east, when the sun's setting, they get kind of fuzzy, they kind of blur out and they drag out. Which is what we'll do here. So at the top here, because you kind of see this side here, it's very flat. But then it kind of pushes out this way. And so we'll kind of go left a little bit. Let me get this eraser, because I kind of want this to come down just a little bit more before it starts going left. And you can see the same thing happening on this side, and kind of this is blocking it, but it's kind of there. If you're ever outside, really look at clouds and try and like notice those things, because it's not every time with clouds, but it's enough of like I've noticed it, and I use that little hack all the time in my clouds. Because now, I'll go back to this color. I didn't like that song that was just playing. Yeah, see how up here, like, you kind of have like this puffball. I mean, know the shape of this, but then it kind of like spurts out just a little bit that way. And then there's another one here. But it does it again. Like, kind of will fade out into nothing here. Some little puffs, which we'll take that eraser and slowly work this away. What I like about these two, it's not inherently erasing it, just kind of like a mix with a smudge. So it's really nice. I'll add some little wisps. Nothing too major. Don't even think about it. Just kind of like wiggle your brush. Go, whoops. And kind of sharpen these edges too before we lock the layer. That way you can have like some fun little zigzags off of them. I think those are really fun. I like seeing them in artwork. Because some artists will do like really extreme like lines. I don't like them too much. They always look weird when I do them. But I know some artists like to do lines or like hashtags out where it's like that. I don't care for it, but I do like them in other people's artwork. What do you do like a small snowy industrial yard sometime? I might have it picked to upload. Yeah, I think that could be fun. I plan to do, let's see. I do want to do one next week. Before like I go on like a small break, just to, like, because I made this little like Christmassy PNG. I would like to use them. I think, would Kiwi be back by then? I think so. Because then like, because I was going to stream with her. So we'll see. Oh wait, that's the wrong layer I need up here. I forgot to do like the little wisps. Do wisps. They have wisp in Brave by Disney. That's my favorite movie besides like Finding Nemo. I remember when I was really sick, I really just wanted to watch Moana documentaries and Finding Nemo and Brave. Like those are like the only things I wanted to watch besides my Fat Lady drama. But even then, like sometimes like it just got like too much. It's like, ugh. Amber, gotta use this Christmas Cora for a little bit at least. I don't know, maybe for how long it will take her to get internet. I know she was like mentioning about how it might be difficult because of like where it's located, but we'll see. Let's see. Okay, this part is gonna be really hard because I really want to get this color. Okay, so it is an orange-y red, but I fear it is not the color. You know what? That was easy. There it is. That's that color. Look how pretty. I love. If you really want a bright color like that stands out instead of white, go complementary. Get a really complementary color. It will like stand out more than white. Like, yeah, that's nice, but like, that's nicer. That's nice. It's so pretty. Let me lock. Yep, the layer's still locked. So now we can go down and we'll get, let's see, I think that's too big. We'll come in here. A little bit too dark. Because it kind of stands out. That's way too saturated. It's almost like a gray. Yeah, it's gonna be a gray because there's like no light. It's just water. It's really just reflective light. So it's not gonna have its own like color. There we go. I'll lower down this. I'll come in here, add some of these colors. And we're gonna use this color to do the, oh, Tilly Rose? Really? Is that what you think about it? I don't know if y'all hear her. That would be so cute if y'all do though. And she got down. She's so dumb. I don't think I like that. That color. Let's see. Okay, I want this up bigger. Doesn't have to be exact. Also, these lights will kind of be blocking. I don't even know what this guy says. Like, it's one of the first royalty-free music videos I found that's like 3 hours long. So give me enough time because the other music stuff I was using, like, I didn't like it very much. Actually, we'll just go ahead and do it in this. So I want to get some of the colors in here right without like messing up what I'm doing. Because this kind of, should I, we'll try. It erases. And here, this kind of loses its stuff, but I'm not liking how it's kind of. No. What is going on here? I want to erase. What? Hang on. Okay. I don't know what Tilly's doing. Get up here. Okay. This is bothering me. This little corner here. So I'm not liking it. But you know what? I shouldn't be thinking it. We're gonna just keep going. Trust the process. Maybe it's because it's halfway done, you know? Maybe it's because it's halfway done. I don't see most of it. I always end up doubting myself on these streams. Like, and they're just studies. They don't have to be perfect. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm not even posting them on my Instagram. Like, what? I'm not using them for anything. Just make them. Just put it down. Just do it. My gosh. Doodles. Okay. We'll get some of this gray in here. But it's so... You can fix it. Just get it down. Gotta make it exist first in order to fix the doodles. Come on. You're so right. Oh my gosh, I'm so smart. Okay. So now we'll lock it. We'll go darker. Ew. Why is it... Ew. Ew. Okay. I can go down a little bit more. What are we thinking? I like that better. That's not giving me an eyesore as much as it was. But I do not like this corner still. I don't think that's the right layer. Nope, there we go. Because this needs up. Wrong layer. Yeah. Okay. It will come out. Sorry, I forgot. I had the layer locked. Make it smaller so I can do some of these edges. And come out. Very pretty. And then we'll take this color, increase the brush size, and just slowly work back in on these. I need to make this further in front of these back clouds, but I do want them to fade into them, so maybe let me get this color again, and we'll increase the size of this brush. And we're on it, right? Yep, okay. And we'll come in, make it dusty. Kind of lose some information in here by adding some of this. But then what we'll do is that we'll come to this layer. That's the moon. That's the sky, so we'll lock it too. And we'll very quickly, nope, that's too dark. I still want it light, so we'll kind of use this color. Kind of make them come in. Because these aren't exactly white up here, besides the moon. Okay. Okay. There are our clouds. So now we can start with the geometry, which I am not very good at. But let's see. What's this? What's this tool? Polygonal selection tool, freehand, continuous selection tool. What's this? Oh, that's that shape. Okay. Wait, I don't want that. I want to turn that off. Okay. How do you turn off selection tools? Oh boy, okay. That's not what I want. Maybe that, and then come back to here. Come up here. Go back to here. It's a little... Okay. Let's see, and then we'll take our fill tool. Okay. And then we'll do our second one. I might leave them all on the same layer just because it's easier. So, come up here. And then our fill selection. What's this? Back up to here. I'm not really focusing on what this reference and where things are adjacent to, because I'm more so focusing because I'm using a different size composition of what this can look like while still being satisfying. Like that, so that kind of gets rid of that. I'll take this. We'll follow along that line. Okay. It comes back up. Fill that in. And then let's get... Oh, not what I meant to do. That was the wrong key. I feel like there's an easier way to use these. I just don't know how to do them. Oh, that's not what I meant. Okay. Okay. But there has to be an easier key to select. The selection tool. Definitely not biased for the song choice. I don't know what that means. I just grabbed a random lo-fi video, which their credits will be in the description. Let's see. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for those. So let's come back to like that. Get rid of that. I'm gonna lock this layer, and then we're gonna have fun just trying to eye drop what these colors are. That's really dark. So is this. These are dark. Except for this part. This part is like a lighter brown. Yeah, it's hard to pick one. I just love her art in general. The fantasy and the realism she does is just wow. Thank you. What's a good canvas size on Krita? Favorite artist I found on Instagram. Well, thank you guys. This one is, I think, a 16 by 10. It's what I have only been using, so I really don't know. I wish I had better answers. On Procreate, I use a 20 by 48. Typically, like, I'll do those squared. If I'm doing reels, I will use like the Instagram base format, and I'll just like upsize the scale, but keep like the same ratio until it's like in the 2000s mark at most, just to like it has that quality. If I'm doing detailed work, I like to keep it at a ratio of 12 by 24, like on a canvas. So how many pixels that is, I'll just convert that into how many inches that is in pixels. I will use that, but I don't remember on the top of my head. Hello, it's the dude whose picture you're drawing. Yes, Galakium. I told you that I liked it, so I was gonna do it. So. Which also, if you want your picture to be drawn, just join my Discord or submit more photos. Especially if you think it's a really good picture, because especially clouds. If you do clouds, I will do clouds. If it's like elaborate, I probably won't. Just because time-wise, and I'm not gonna torture myself. Clouds are fun for me. I always have fun doing them. I think they're really like relaxing. I wonder if I should do a different brush though for the Wait, I'm not done here really. I should add texture to this. Let's get in here very lightly. Make a mess. Let's do it with this one actually. And here, lower the color. Let's upscale the size. It's okay, but I don't like that very much. Which one was it? I think it was this one I liked. Add color, but like I won't like ruin the other color underneath it. Yeah, there we go. Very lightly. That's kind of like some darkness here. I think we can get away with doing that, right? Sorry, that's my elbow on my desk. Layers mask, separate layers. I have another really cloud one. Ooh. You might like the one of the snowy ones I did. There's a couple train cars with snow on them. I don't know. I kind of like the photo, even though I randomly took it. Ooh. I like stuff like that. Like, I know because we played the escape rooms. I told you, like, I really love liminal spaces. They're my favorite. They're so peaceful. Let's see. I don't really use these brushes. Let's play around with them real quick. Because if I don't know if they have a stabilizer tool. That's too small. No. How can I make, like, they have these. I could use those. I could. That's not really what I'm wanting. Little spaces make me feel uneasy, to be honest. It's because of the horror stuff, but they're supposed to be like safe-ish spaces. But I do get that. Like sometimes they'll just make me sick looking at them. Well, you got me inspired to work on my project, so I'm gonna go and do some. Pray I don't get distracted. Good luck, Mass Nomad. The one I'm talking about is a sunset one taken from a bridge. The sun is definitely the main highlight, but it's the clouds that really did the heavy lifting. Ooh. Make sure to tag me, because I don't want to accidentally overlook it. Do you have an odd peacefulness to them? Little spaces make me feel uneasy, low-key thirsty. I'm gonna go get a drink. Don't be saying that. I got like 20 more minutes before I have ice cream. Which I should buy, but I mean that makes me more thirsty because I really want water. Hi Tilly, am I bothering you? She just like did the most head turned back to look at me, like I'm bothering her in my own room. Really? Is that what it is? You're so silly. She's so silly. I love her. My Dr. Pepper doesn't taste very good. See, I'm half tempted just to use that, but I don't like it very much. How about this? What's this? No. Yeah, no, we're not using that. I use this when I'm doing like my signature stuff. Let's see. Nope. Maybe? I don't really care for it. Well, I mean, maybe basic is the way to go, you know? Like, it does kind of trail off and I can do, like, the lighter stuff. Let's see. Let's just see how bad it is, because I'm trying to go from here to here. Which, honestly, I should just rotate. How can I rotate my canvas? What's this? I don't think I liked that option. Oh, that's reset. Okay, okay. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to remember how can I rotate my canvas. No. What if I press R? Does that do anything? Shift R. That messes with layers and gives me a box. I don't like that. Okay. R. That's the shape select. I don't want that. I didn't know how hard it'd be to rotate a freaking canvas. My gosh. Procreate, I could just take 2 fingers and like I'll squeeze them and then like rotate my fingers. Like, oh, what's this? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, okay. Sorry, I was trying to figure out that forever. My gosh. Okay. I was told, like, don't, because, like, your hand naturally goes up and down. Don't fight it to go, like, other directions. Yeah, I'll go with that. So, I kind of do want it to go the other way. Hang on. I think, I need you guys to be able to see it, though. This is, like, a horrible rotation tool. I think I get it, but wow. Okay, okay. Maybe I want to, like, that? Okay. 90 degrees. Oh. Sorry, I don't know crit up, so. Okay. So, okay. It goes a little bit over halfway the page. I'll scroll my hand down that way. But I should start at the top, you know? I'm being a wuss. Come on. Okay. So it starts here. And we'll slide our hand. No. No. So, oh my gosh. I don't want to use the straight tool. Because it's not inherently straight. Like, it has like a curve. Like, it goes here. And then it goes here. Should I use the straight tool? Let me turn my head sideways. Hang on. I'm studying this. Yeah, Clip Studio is so much better. They're gonna have a much better way to rotate. We're gonna use the the line tool because it looks better that way, honestly. Yeah, it looks better that way. Because then I have to see, that's on 8. Let's take it to a 21. Let's take this. Well, let's start with nouns because that's kind of a funky one. So it kind of starts on this side of the pole and kind of comes in after that. It kind of does it again here. Goes, nope. Bring it in about there. Okay, and then this follows off the canvas that way. Okay, and then this meets here, but goes off the bottom. My goodness, but we don't have that type of ratio. What just happened there? Is it the brush I'm using? What? Hang on. Okay. What? Why is it? Okay. Oh. What? Why is it being weird? Ugh, my gosh. I hate this. It has to do with the stabilizer, but I'm trying to keep the same pressure. Let me see if I do it with this one. Okay. Okay, that's better. It was being so weird. I didn't like that at all. Okay. I think that's good. We'll rotate back to normal. Sorry about all that. I was like freaking out. What? And it's still, oh my god. Okay. Hang on. We're gonna do that and then do that. Yeah, I'm gonna just trace what I did. Oh, now we're doing all that. There we go. And then take a bigger, that's 7. So we'll go about to 19. See what this looks like. Yeah. Don't be scared to redo if your computer is being shitty and not doing the stabilizing thing right. Okay. Let's lock that layer. Get rid of this one. I'm gonna delete that. Remove layer. Okay. What's that? What's that? Which I want to be darker. Fill. I wish there was like a fill layer thing because Procreate has that, but I'm not seeing that on here. So I mean, I could probably go to filter, colors, color alpha. Does that just make it transparent? What? I don't know what that does. Okay, whatever. I just know we're going to take this, boost the size ratio and just go. Boom, all black. There we go. Okay. And we'll unlock the layer. And then we'll start doing all these really tiny details on here. So like these coils. Gotta fix this line just a little bit more. There's coils in here. And then there's also, where this line kind of comes apart, there's a little triangle fixture in here. So I'll set that here. It kind of comes out just a little bit before it kind of comes down. Okay, and I'll fix where this is and where this ends. Kind of comes out here. Then we'll take this line bring that to there, bring this to there. See, it's at 17. We'll bring this down just a little bit, get these lines in without it being like too clumpy. There we go. Then we'll continue on. So we want this. Oh. This will come to here. We're just focusing on lines. We're not thinking about what it is. We're just drawing shapes. This one has a little hook. Little hook. A little hook. It kind of spirals. And then it kind of does the same up here. Kind of connects here. This is like the fun part with power lines. Like, especially when you're further away, you can just do crazy lines. So, like, no one will know. It doesn't matter. So, on here, people can kind of see it more. So, you have to be more focused on what you're doing. But, like, again, it's power lines. Who really knows what's going out there besides, like, 2 people? So there's this little line here. This little line here. And then there's a little thread across. Oh, that is not even connected. Very cute. Oh, I forgot. So on here, there does seem to be, across this very small line, this goes that way. It looks like there's a little knot right there. And that this ties to this pole. Do another one. Ties together. But then this will also turn. Let's see. We'll do another one, because this is kind of like up to interpretation. It's not very exact what's going on down here. Just spent some minutes looking for eggnog. Life is meaningless without eggnog. Our brother loves eggnog. Don't worry, Esau. Understanding Indian railway and manufacture is something even we can't comprehend. Yeah. Those are for someone else to worry about. I just doodle. I'm glad that they can do it though, you know. We'll make it fun though. We can make this symmetrical, like it kind of like it's a mirrored thing. And then it kind of wraps around. That's kind of fun. We can do that. And then, oh. Let's see, there's a little dot here. And a little dot at the very end here. 3 dots here. 1, 2, 3. Kind of the same. 1, 2. There's a line. Kind of like another line through here. Oh, this kind of comes back. There we go. Kind of... Hang on, where is this cloud? Yeah, I want this. I'm gonna take this color and kind of... This is like what I was talking about, where they kind of will swish colors back a bit. I like it when they do that, so I'm gonna try and do like a little bit. Let me get... I am gonna cheat. I am gonna get this color right here. So, I love that color. So we'll just have fun. Because I'm not doing the detailing on that. That's too much for what I want to do. I will say I'm a little bit lazy on that. So. But add some like cute little ripples in the clouds. These little dots. We go to this one. It's the moon. It's the other sky. I think it's this one I want. Yep. I'll do some fun swishes. We didn't get to do earlier. Put some of this in there. Can do like hide some little fun shapes. Do some hearts. Oh, it's so cute. Just have them wisp away. I'm using like even the like basic brush. I'm not using my fancy brushes. Let's see. I think that we'll call it. You know, I'll be a little lazy in moderation. Very true, very true. But let me add a new layer so I can do the watermark. Do it up here. Always watermark your stuff. Let me make it bigger. It's easier if I can just like write it big and I'll just make it small. Okay. So let me take this. We'll scale it down. Put it down here. Oh! Why is it turning? There we go. I just want to grab it. Okay. We'll put it down here. Okay. The clouds look damn amazing. I mean, the whole thing does. So those clouds are so fluffy. I love doing clouds, and clouds are so easy. I promise you, they look intimidating, but they're really easy. You just have to like swish your hand back and forth and like barely put pressure when you're putting down your brushes. You'll get the cloud effect, I promise. But anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm having a lot of fun doing these doodling live streams. I just wish I'm kind of in an art block, but I don't want to say like I'm forcing myself through it. I will be taking a break after next Monday for a week. Gonna try and like detox because it'll be Christmas, it'll be Christmas Eve, and then it'll be my birthday, which I'm turning 24. So yay me, old. But I don't know, I'm just glad I get to just doodle for people. But we'll see what the new year brings. But I'm glad to be like ending the year doing like what I've been wanting to do for years, is like streaming, you know. Always been a dream of mine. Not even like for like people. I just want to like have my videos saved so I can rewatch them. And yeah, it's me talking to friends, but like I like background noise, and I like being able to watch like how I draw, rewatch what I do, because like I used to them 4 years ago. Not a lot, but they were fun for me. So I'm glad I get to go back into doing it again. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great evening. God bless you. Have a Merry Christmas. Make sure to give to others, like for the season. Christ died for us, so bless him. Blessed to everything I do was for him. But I hope you guys have a great evening.